Good day, dear. Bye-bye. Greetings, neighbor. Good day, dear. Woo! Hey! Hey! Good day, dear. Woohoo! Good day to you.
Okay, hello my dear crows, Satori here. We're playing some more Disney Dreamlight Valley, and yes, I know, Infinity Nikki got a little content update. I have 20 days to do it. I'm not in a rush, okay? Leave me alone. Good news, Twitter finally let me log in again. Didn't have to use my phone this time. Yep. Great timing there. I was a little busy off screen. I got everyone who's currently in the valley to 10, even Kristoff here. And you can tell I did that very recently, him leveling up. Dug out this whole spot, just like I had planned to. Took the stone off of this and dug through that. Then I dug it back over, put that back. I also dug out a huge portion of this spot, replaced the dirt, and then put the stone back down. Because it takes a couple of days for all of that to, you know, resettle down into just regular dirt. Rather than stuff for planting. Now I have little lag spikes. We're sure of my computer, so I'm not sure why it's mad. Don't even have that many YouTube tabs open. There's like one open. The computer just needs to be replaced, that's all it is. And unfortunately for me, I don't have $2,000 handy, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon, now is it? did do the daily cleanup twice, actually. I was awake earlier yesterday at like, what, 7 or 8, maybe 6 a.m. I figured since I dozed off and I couldn't go back to sleep, I would just keep playing. I would just turn the computer back on and play, then sort of stream. But literally as soon as I got the daily cleanup done, I could feel the tiredness in my eyes and knew it would be a terrible idea to try and stream. So I didn't do it. I went to bed and slept for a very long time. I kept still feeling tired when I woke up, so I just kept going back to sleep. Because I have times where I just wake up randomly. Maybe to go to the bathroom, or get a drink, or if I'm just waking up. It's pretty normal. Or I get woken up through other means, but we're not going to talk about that because it's just a source of anger for me, and we don't want to discuss it. Well, if you talk about it, you feel better. No, I actually won't. Talking about things that make me angry increase the anger because the situation is still what it is. It's like, a fire can't constantly burn. We all know that. You have to refeed it. Well, my fire is in anger, and it gets refueled every single day. But you all should know by now, if you've been around the channel long enough, that if my anger really gets spiked, I can't stream, because I lose interest in doing literally anything. Luckily that hasn't happened this morning, because as I'm doing this, it is 6/26/2026, and it's 4:56 a.m. Probably didn't have to give you the full date number there, but whatever. You know, it hasn't been that long since I cleaned all this up. It sure comes back awfully fast. And yes, I will eventually pick up those things that are on the ground, but they unlock a character and I don't want to mess with that yet. Honestly, if people have all the Disney characters in their valleys, I want to know how they're managing to decorate and keep all of those characters comfortable. It's like, what in the world? How did you set up your valley? Hey, Goofy, come over here so I can sell this crap.
Hi there, pal.
I'll keep the fish.
She'll see you later.
Now, mind you, I probably could have waited to do this till it was actually daylight, but I didn't want to because I can't guarantee I'm going to still be awake. I'm hoping I can at least do this for an hour, then go play something else. Because, I'll be honest, I'm sort of now not in the mood to do this tonight, which sucks. Because it's finally cooler, and it's gonna be for like the next 8-7 or so days. For sake, has it been that long since I cleaned up over here? Yeah, it's gonna be like 60 or 50 for the next 7 or 8 days, so it's perfect for streaming. So I want to do it while I can. And yes, it will include Infinity Nikki before anyone freaks out about that, although I highly doubt anyone's going to. It's not like I have a giant following. Yes, there are people who watch, I can tell when I check at viewer numbers. I mean, heck, Reika was really popular. I think I can stream that again, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some testing first. And they did recently do an update too, so I extra have to test if the game's running okay if I'm not streaming or recording. If it runs okay like that, then I can think about doing a test record, and if that's okay, I can then consider trying to do a streaming test. But I did discontinue that because it wasn't running well anymore. I played with the graphics as much as I possibly could, and ultimately I basically turned the grass pretty much all the way off. It then started running better. The grass was effing me over. So to anyone who is missing that, it has a high probability of coming back, but I have to do some tests first. Speaking of lag, oh my gosh. Seriously, why is it doing that? Good thing I don't plan on doing any story significant stuff, like main storyline. I would not want cutscenes to get effed up because of lag. Part of me is still tempted just to open all the biomes, but I maintain the thought line that that's just gonna make all the quests go insane. And I don't want to deal with that. Okay, apparently at 5 AM a bunch of stuff spawns in again. Noted. By the way, over the past couple days, I've been going in every day during the daily cleanup. I would pick all the flowers, either once or several times, and get a max stack of 50 in the chest in the crafting room. And once I hit that max stack, I would bring the extra ones back out here. Although I didn't do it at first. At first I was just selling the extras because I couldn't be bothered to start setting them up. Didn't want to do it again. But then I regretted it because it's now taking longer to get everything properly placed again. So that was stupid of me. And I openly admit that. But yeah, all the flowers you see on the ground that are in a proper organized placement, like you saw over there, those flowers are the ones I maxed out in the chest at home, so I don't need them anymore. They can sit there and be pretty. I'm sorry if I stop talking out of nowhere often while I'm doing this. It's just I'm thinking. Well, I guess we get to see a little bit of the cleanup, regardless. Didn't realize at 5 AM it made everything spawn in again. I knew what happened eventually, but I didn't know the exact time frame. Oh no. This is one place I would not want that to happen. There's so much clutter over here because of the community garden area. Just, I've been thinking lately a lot on how to make money. Honestly, if you're wondering why that's an issue for me, I'll leave a link in this video's description to a video I made while I still went by Midna. I kind of explained a lot of my situation and causes behind a lot of anxiety problems I have, so I'm not going to go over it again. Although I have been thinking of redoing that video and trying to make it more concise. I might write myself some notes ahead of time just to make sure I get the proper information down. But to try to make long story short, yeah, I have anxiety problems.
This village smells like magic? Is that a thing?
It is now. But I had some bad anxiety moments, I would say at best, when let's say 10 years ago. Because I'm pretty sure I was still 20 at that point. Go ahead, try to make guesstimates on my age if you want, but that's all I'm giving you.
Great to see you.
Because I didn't give a specific number just now, did I? But yeah, I had some really bad anxiety spikes. I've had 3 to date in my life, and they all caused some extremely bad sleeping habits that are pretty much permanent now. I'm fairly certain through theorizing that it could be fixed, but it would be very difficult. And once my body gets too tired to stay awake, I just can't stay awake. And that's like that for anybody. Doesn't matter how much coffee you drink. Once your body's too exhausted to keep going, you will collapse and pass out. I'm not saying I've ever done that, but I'm saying that's what can happen if you push yourself too hard. Very basically, my issue is anxiety-ridden, and it permanently effed up my sleep. Because I didn't want to sleep because I was freaking out so badly. It's just caused permanent issues with my sleep schedule. I can have really good days, like stupidly good days, where I have a really okay sleep schedule. That everything is perfectly fine. I'm going to bed and waking up at good hours. If I'm lucky, it can last half a month, but lately I've been very unlucky with it. I have not been able to keep a steady, good schedule for my sleep. Not even for like a whole week. It's not usually that bad. I don't know what's going on, but I'm accepting it and just trying to work with it. So yeah, that's why there's no streaming schedule, because I can't make one since I can't guarantee when I'm going to be awake or not. Or if I'm going to be in the mood for streaming, or even up to it, period, due to having a bad mood. I already know from previous experience, if I try to stream when I'm not up to it, the stream is short, and it's crummy, and it's just not good all around. Of course, if I'm sick or something, I definitely can't stream. But my crummy sleep schedule is definitely one reason that I can't actually hold a job. A friend of mine has said there are places out there that are flexible with that sort of thing. But then there are other issues which I think I'm just not going to get into. I've already talked about this too long, and I'm sure many of you do not give a flying F about it, which, that's fine. But for me, it's like, I'm constantly trying to think about ways I can make money. So that, yeah, I can eventually get a better computer. Make streaming easier on myself. Have I ever thought about making money off of Twitch? Sure. But it was always kind of a back of my mind idea, because that's actually not easy to do. I mean, for one, you legitimately have to have a proper streaming schedule, guys. If you don't have one, that makes it harder for people to, you know, stick around. Pretty much everyone I've ever talked to about it, just more out of curiosity and trying to fix the problem, it's been, you need a schedule. Plain and simple, you need a streaming schedule. and I can't have one, so yeah. It would be really hard to make money off of Twitch. Probably still doable, but it's harder. Not to mention, I'm really not good at figuring out how to market and get attention. And if I knew how to do that, I'd probably focus on my jewelry and crochet long before I did my Twitch channel. Because that was never the goal of the Twitch channel. I've sake, I started off by recording for YouTube. And let me tell you, they were not good videos. I've told this story before, so I'll spare you again, unless you want to hear me talk about it. Someone can mention it in the comments, and I'll try for the next stream. But I'm not going to go over it again. I'll just say the video and audio of my first YouTube videos was disgustingly horrible quality. They have been long deleted, but they existed once, and they're probably still somewhere on the internet, because when it goes on the internet, it doesn't really leave. Unless you really know how to dig into stuff like that, but I assure you I do not, so that's still out there somewhere.
Good to see you.
Oh hot dang, my inventory is very full.
Oh, great to see you.
And that is why when I do my daily cleanup, I do it area at a time and then clean my inventory out, because that gets a chaotic mess. There's a high probability that flowers have just respawned, so I better sell the extras instead of putting them down. But yeah, anyway, my original goal for YouTube and then later Twitch was never to make money off of it. Would that have been nice? Yes, absolutely. Is it a goal? Not particularly. Because I don't know how to even begin trying to do that. Okay, I don't have anything for this. I feel like I'd have an easier time making money off of my jewelry and crochet stuff, but considering I can't get that noticed either, and I do not understand how marketing works, yeah, you can understand the problem I'm having with money. I don't know how to do things. It's not been for lack of trying. I've attempted to look up tips. I've attempted looking up videos on YouTube about marketing for jewelry. More simple things like beaded stuff that I make. Not expensive crap that's made with gems and diamond and silver and crap and gold. I do not make that, and so things like that would not be helpful to me. I have been looking stuff up for different jewelry patterns because it's easily come to my attention. My stuff is very basic and it might help someone get interested if it didn't look like a kid made it. And I think my clip-on earring things is great. How many people do that? Maybe that's a good marketing tool, but again, I don't know exactly how to do that. I repost on Twitter all the time. I put pictures of the stuff I've made up. I even have the little video on my YouTube channel, which I'm probably going to redo those again to be way more concise, but still have a fair amount of information. But again, I actually don't know how to mother effing market. I don't know how to do it. I don't understand it. And while, yeah, I do know someone who has an Etsy shop and it's done well, Possibly it's even how she makes all her money. But I feel like this is something that would be hard to explain to someone over a computer. Especially someone like me who has a very disgustingly slow processing rate. Which affects literally anything that I try to learn that's new. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a new concept, my brain basically starts running an error button. Error button, error screen. Does not compute. And I'm not saying this to be funny, I am being 100% serious. I have never had an easy time learning. It gets better as I get older, but barely. It's like, I understand how my brain works now, but that doesn't mean it's easier to learn. That's the main issue. Things did not get easier. Do I know why it hasn't gotten easier? Yes, but that's not particularly helpful now, is it? So yeah, there's my problems. I don't know how to market. I don't know how to reach people. I feel like my videos on YouTube aren't good enough. I don't feel like they have enough information, and I feel like they weren't concise enough to get the point across and still be short. Because not everyone wants to watch a 20 to 30 minute video. If I could get it to like 15, that'd be awesome, but I don't know. I can't have an actual job that other people have for various reasons. One of those being the sleep issue I've talked about and my anxiety problems. I have not had a bad anxiety issue for probably like 3, 4, maybe 5 years. But the fact that it's happened on more than one occasion, yeah, in the back of my mind I'm worried about it happening again, because there's a high probability it could. There's no reason it wouldn't.
I could use your help.
Yeah, I know you could. Okay, wait your turn. I'm still cleaning up all this new stuff that spawned in. Now, are there other reasons beyond my anxiety and sleep problems I don't have an actual job? Yes, of course. You want me to get into those? I can, but I'm not sure how many people actually care. I'm just blathering on about this because I'm cleaning up the crap that's spawning in. Well, whatever. I don't have anything else to talk about right now, I think, other than another matter that's on my mind, but I'll talk about that regardless anyway in just a second. Another reason I don't have a job is because... well, I'm pretty sure I'd have limited options. I never finished school. And considering I've discussed my very slow processing rate and my incapacity to compute things, you can probably understand why I gave up. Although public school didn't exactly help me too well either. Now, to the credit of teachers, when they go to whatever college there is for teachers, I'm sure they have a college for it. It makes sense. They have to get a degree, I'm sure. I don't actually know. But they're instructed one way to teach students.
You're here, finally.
Why do I look exhausted? F you. I can't see you with a hat. I don't know.
Goodbye, dear.
Yeah, by the way, you can't really upgrade her friendship thing other than talking to her each day and giving her presents, and I've never been able to be bothered to constantly do that. Have I grabbed everything now? But anyway, teachers are taught one way to teach students, and that's fair. But when you have someone like me, even that special education thing I went into when I was still in school, they couldn't help me. From what I've been told later down the line over the years, is they kind of gave up when I didn't understand concepts and just pushed me to the next thing. Which, when you think about it, is obscenely imbecilic. I didn't understand, as my mom put it, point A. How could I possibly understand point B if I didn't get point A? Do you see why my parents had an issue with this?
Time to prepare today's menu.
It was an incredibly bad move on the school's part. And it wasn't just my regular class, the special education did it too. And that should be the class that's supposed to, you know, help me figure things out. They didn't know how to help me understand, so they gave up on trying. Again, they're taught one way to educate, and I understand that. However, I also wasn't helpful because I gave up really early on. If I didn't understand something, I would just say, well, F it, if I don't get it, I don't care anymore. Okay, obviously I didn't say or think things like F back then, but you understand the point. That's actually going to confuse me, potentially. You know what? Just, no, stay there, you're fine. Okay, I think I cleaned up everything. Let me finish my thought, then we'll move on, okay?
Over here!
Maybe I'll edit that out. Leave it as its own video and upload it separately, because there are some of you who just aren't going to give a flying F. Okay, you know what? Since I'm already next to you, let me do your quests. I gave the game a whole hour just sitting around and talking. I definitely have a minute.
Hmm?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured. I watched Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine not. This is Donald Duck we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew about the lie. Okay, I'm not that reckless. Calm down. And I could always just grab a bunch of sticks and burn them at a campfire, but okay.
I need to talk to you.
You can wait your turn. Really? I should look up exactly how you turn lye into soap, just to see. And if he can keep following me, that'd be great. You gonna still follow me? Yep. That makes doing character quests more convenient if they are locked into following you. You don't gotta chase them down. Okay, seriously, for those who watch this as a Twitch VOD, I'm very sorry for that very long explanation about why I didn't finish my education and why I don't work. I could have very plainly said I didn't finish school. I am sorry. I feel the need to explain myself. It's like, but it comes to, do any of you actually care about the details? On a more fun note, I actually started playing Tales of the Shire. I definitely should have held off on doing that shared meal thing the first time. I did not have enough ingredients for what they both would have liked, but oh well, I was stupid. One of them liked it. I was able to make something sweet. I couldn't make anything bitter, though. Not for lack of trying, I did make the attempt. No, that was cooking station, you imbecile. Read correctly. How many books do you have now? Might as well grab that while I'm right here. You can stay there for now. I think I hear a crow outside. You know, a long while back at this point, there was a whole bunch of crows in the tree outside of my window. They were furious about something. I still don't know what was going on. They were super loud. I didn't mind all the cawing, but given how loud it was super grating, and I closed my window just for some peace. The next day, there was a dead crow on the ground next to the tree. I don't know if crows have a territorial thing or not, but, one was dead. So there was either a territory fight, or there was a baby chick involved, because I did hear a small bird chirping at one point. All I know is, I found a dead crow laying next to the tree when I looked out the window. I didn't think much of it at first, it's like... But I did eventually tell my dad, because I was like, hang on, what if that's not good to just leave there? Considering how quickly he went out with a garbage bag, he agreed. Yeah, I have to look up how you actually make lye, I'm curious now. Just like I want to know how easy it is to make perfume. Do you just need a distillery? I don't know. There's crap I'm curious about, but I'm not good at doing anything about my curiosities. Mr. Crow, I swear if you get really loud, I'm closing that window. Like, I don't care if it's cawing, I care if it's loud. Here you go. First time I did this quest, I was like, coconut. Somehow they didn't think of that, though. I don't either. In fact, I effing hate coconut IRL. Every time I tried to eat coconut anything, my tongue has said, spit that out. Oh, whoops. You're gonna see me do some stupid crap with the controls occasionally, because I have a new controller for this. My other one was dying, and it had been dying for a long time. It just got bad recently. My brother thankfully had an extra, but he's already told me to expect stick drift, potentially.
Hey.
No, I was not. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah!
Yep.
Get over here!
Please don't say that. I just think of Mortal Kombat and all the times my brother spammed that stupid move with Scorpion. He actually knew how to do combos and proper attacks, whereas I didn't. He had no excuse. He just thought it was funny. Well, it wasn't funny. To this day, I very much refuse to play games where I have to fight up against him. I just absolutely refuse. And he doesn't like that because fighting against AI is either stupidly easy or they're ridiculously hard. I was like, well, now you know how I feel when I try to fight you in a game. It's not fun, is it? Not to say we don't get along, we do pretty well. It's just there are games I will not play with him. It's not fun for me. How many do I need? Let's start with 20.
Wow!
I might harvest more than one. Oh, that's actually perfect if I only harvest one.
Oh, hey! Can you talk now?
Should I just... Yeah, why not? Basically, I'm gonna put all the crops in this area once I've unlocked all the biomes. But until then, these little plots are just open and ready for whatever. Usually stuff just spawns in on top of them. Okay, so I gotta fill this whole thing in. Each one holds 10. Wait, no, each one holds 20. Yeah, each one holds 20. I don't even have to do the second one. What am I doing? I can't even do basic math sometimes. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Although if I'm wrong, we're about to find out. And why am I doing this? I have carrots at home. You know what? Whatever. I'd have to plant more carrots anyway just to get back what I gave to Kristoff. Might as well make you suffer through waiting for the carrots to grow with me. You've got to be kidding me. I feel tired behind my eyes. I'm not serious. It hasn't been that long since I last woke up, has it? I was hoping to go for a walk later, because I really need to get exercise. Okay, what do we do in the meantime? Ugh. Well, this stream's gonna kinda suck, because I got nothing. Maybe I should have streamed something else. Or waited till I didn't feel kind of dull. Just the moment it was cooler out, I figured I better hop on streaming, but of course, as soon as it's cooler, the desire to stream just evaporates. How annoying is that? Oh, I'm sure someone noticed how I've fenced off this little spot with these trellis. It looks nice to me. Again, I'm not much of a decorator. And I'm definitely not a builder.
Hey there!
You know what? Forget it. No, just in case I need to make more fruitcakes.
Mm-hmm.
No, if that was something else I would have liked to do. Baking. But I messed up a recipe on more than one occasion by myself. But I'm literally looking right at it, and I just don't understand what I did wrong. Although there were 2 incidents that weren't my fault. Yeah, one incident where my brother destroyed a cake. It was a recipe I'd already made with my dad looking over my shoulder. He used baking spray, which, as you know, has the oil and the flour in it. My brother insisted, because he saw some baking video elsewhere where they used a spray and flour, that that was how you were supposed to do it, and he refused to listen to me. Kept telling him that's not how Papa did it, and he did it anyway. My cake shrunk in the pan when it was pulled out of the oven. That was the second time I ever baked with my brother, and I made it very clear that he was not helping me bake ever again. The other occasion we made sugar cookies, and I don't know what we did wrong, but they tasted a little off. My brother and mom didn't notice anything, but my dad and I did. It wasn't really a big difference, but we could both taste it. But there was the cake incident that was like, no, never again. But then there's just the fact that I'm not good at being able to follow a recipe correctly by myself. I don't know why I can follow something exactly and still manage to F it up. Do not ask me how I possibly do that. I don't even know. And you can tell by my tone I'm not impressed by it. It's like, the reason I like baking games so much is because I love the idea of baking, especially making bread. I did actually find a no-yeast bread recipe, by the way. I just haven't tried to make it. Have I thought about trying to find work in a bakery before? Sure. But again, with one of my previous things I mentioned, is that I'm afraid even if I liked a job, if I got bored or sick of it, I would quit. And you can't do that. Okay, I don't think carrots take too long to grow.
Pleasant morning to you.
But yeah, my love for baking is why I play so many baking games. It's like, if I can't have it IRL, then I'll get it in a video game. Oh, really? Okay, let's wander around some more then. I'll hit mining spots, I guess. I've already seen a couple of them that have gemstones. It's kind of the same thing with cooking. I love the idea of cooking, but I have atrocious knife skills. For one, I don't even know how to hold a knife properly. And for another, I don't really have the strength to use one.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Like, the few times I have tried to use a knife to cut something up— oh, it's a squirrel. I was trying to chop a block of cheese for my mom as a snack, and it would be this weird misshapen thing. My brother would laugh at me, but he also wouldn't try to take over the chopping job, now would he? So he doesn't get to laugh. Ah, the stinker. And I handle chopped onions very badly, by the way, especially if they're strong. There have been times when my dad is cooking and I'm dying in my room because my eyes are burning like nothing else due to the onions drifting through the house. It's like, oh, make it stop. Cruel and unusual torture. An onion is very sadly an often used ingredient in cooking. I'm not even sure how to peel some of the outer layer off the thing before you chop it. I'm sure it's actually a very simple thing, but I've tried it before and I kept destroying the onion trying to figure out where I was supposed to stop peeling it. My dad thought it was funny, but I was less amused because I was like, where was I supposed to stop peeling it? You can't expect me to know something. You just can't. Heck, Maria made that mistake when we played Monster Hunter World together. She thought I'd figure out how to use the insect glaive. I didn't. I need to be told how it works. Heck, I found something on Amazon where if you put a vegetable or fruit into it, it has blades and it like flips up and down the lid thing and it will chop things for you. I don't know how specific or exact its slicing is though. It's like if I had to do a julienne or something, I don't know if it could do that. But it's something I have thought of to help me.
Good to see you.
Another thing, though, about cooking is I kind of worry if I were to get good at it, I'd be expected to start cooking meals for people. Now, in the past, maybe I wouldn't have minded, but the family situation, which I still am just not going to go into too many details about, well, there have been things I've been taking care of for a long time, and I don't want to add anything else to it. I just don't. I am unwilling to add to it. F's sake. It's a big reason I haven't tried harder to learn cooking, despite the fact I got a cookbook by Robert Irvine, which is someone I respect a lot in the restaurant industry. I've watched a lot of his TV show, Restaurant Impossible. Heck, I think I've watched all the way through the available seasons, unless he's done more since then, which he might have. There's basically a lot of what not to do when you're opening a restaurant. Oh man. Things some people were doing. Okay. So yeah, I don't cook because I'm afraid I'm gonna get pushed into doing it more often for the rest of the household. And I don't have it in me, so I don't try to learn. I can cook some basic things, but
Good to see you.
it's things you'd probably get sick of really fast if you're living on your own. So I probably would be forced to learn how to cook if I did ever manage to move out. But I think I'd be okay with it since it'd be just me I'm potentially cooking for. Although I don't see me having a capability of moving out, because like, I would need to have a way of supporting myself. I'd need money. And a constant flow of it.
Hi there, pal.
It's like, I've looked up one-bedroom apartments before out of curiosity, and my job about hit the mother effing floor. I kid you not, most of the places where I live, they're one bedroom, and it's an apartment, cost about the same amount of a PC, the very one I'm looking at for an upgrade, and you can see the donation goal at the bottom of my screen. What the F is with the housing in the area I live in? That's ridiculous. And that's a one-bedroom place. Just why? I've heard of studio apartments, but they're usually known to be really tiny. They're cheap, but small. And I'm worried about that, and while I don't have a lot of stuff, I have a fair amount of things which would make that difficult. And I wouldn't want to rent a storage unit just so that I wouldn't lose my stuff. Again, I don't have a lot, but what I do have, I wouldn't want to lose. It's gonna bug me. Like, I have a lot of books now. And they have a little bookcase. It's not huge, but I do have it. I wouldn't know where I'd put all my game consoles. Maybe just get some sturdy boxes and put them up, lined up against a wall or something? I don't know. And just keep them stored away in their box until I'm actually wanting to play the games on the console. It's like, I think about these things, but at the same time, it comes down to the very simple fact I don't actually have money. I don't even have $100. I mean, guys, the only money I have comes from my allowance that I get from my parents, and that's like, what, 60, 70 a month? I could not expect my parents to give me an allowance if I'm moving out. I would not have anything. And anyone who does expect that needs to get their head effing checked. If you're moving out, it's not your parents' job to keep taking care of you. That's not how that works.
How about a wee bit of conversation?
Of course, if I did have money that I was making, it would be a good idea. And probably expected to contribute to rent. I mean, my brother does. It's only fair.
Oh!
And I already know if I did make money, I would absolutely contribute to rent, because I know how expensive it is. I'm not unreasonable. Neither are my parents.
I need to talk to you.
But I don't have money. Now, the other thing I've been thinking about lately, other than trying to think of desperate ways to make money, I've been thinking about Infinity Nikki and Disney Dreamlight Valley. Infinity Nikki keeps getting its little content updates. I think some of them are just events, like the current one, it's just a little event. I've been debating whether or not I'm going to stream that, even if it's hot out, because I kind of need to focus on the main storyline, and it's hard to do that when I'm hitting other things that pop up with content updates. Maybe I would just look up someone's playthrough online and leave that in a video description of the last uploaded Infinity Nikki video I've done. In Disney Dreamlight, they keep adding new content as well.
Time to prepare today's menu.
So I keep thinking, do I just do the main storyline of this game and then say F it to the rest, or what? I'm really not sure. I've been particularly wondering if Disney Dreamlight Valley was a mistake to start streaming. And I started streaming this a year ago, and this is only now occurring to me. So these things have been on my mind. I probably won't stop Disney Dreamlight, and if I do, it'll probably not be right away. But just know that I've been thinking about it. Because when it comes to main storyline, I think I'm the type of gamer who is a main storyline person.
Are depending on you, my friend. So never give up.
I mean, there's a reason I can't play Minecraft. There's no storyline to that thing. You make your own goals, and I'm not good at doing that. But yeah, if ultimately I give up on Disney Dreamlight, for one thing, I apologize. But if a lot of you like it, or however many of you keep up with my channel, if you like it a lot, then when this video uploads, I want to see the video hit at least 5 likes, if you don't want me to discontinue it. It has to get at least 5 likes. I know it's a small number, but I'm also don't really have a lot of people watching, so yeah. That's actually a pretty reasonable number if you ask me. Okay, I don't want to harvest the canola on accident. Can you come over here? Here you go.
All right.
You know, for some reason my eyes misread soap and soup all the time. It's super annoying and weird. I'm not dyslexic, I'm pretty sure, but my eyes do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like carrots, but they're actually packed full of sugar and aren't good to eat a ton of. Although I've heard they're also good for improving your eyes, though I'm not sure about that. Gonna look that one up. And he teleported to go take a bath real quick, I guess. You know, smelling like cake wouldn't be a bad thing. I'm pretty sure there's perfume that smells like a bakery. Okay. You know what? I really don't have much here. Yeah, I might just call this. It really wasn't up to the stream. I shouldn't have tried. Like, why is it as soon as it was cool enough out, I didn't want to stream anymore? That's so annoying. That happens all the time with me. It's like, I really want something, so I struggle to get it, and then as soon as I have it, my brain goes, okay, we have it, now let's go do something else. What kind of BS mentality is that? It's really stupid and annoying. Like, a book series that I'm reading, my mom helped me pay for it, because there's 10 altogether. F's sake, that's a lot of books. Okay, actually, I think Reacher has way more than that, but you understand, right? 10 books on someone who doesn't have a lot of money. I think I'm still on book 6, and I have been for months.
How about a wee bit of conversation?
Because I just haven't started reading it again. Once I got all the other ones, I just stopped reading them. It's like, what the F, brain? And Skyrim, I've done the same thing to effing Skyrim before. That's gonna bother me. Like, for ages I couldn't play Skyrim, then when I finally could, I wasn't in the mood anymore, I was doing something else. It's like, this is super dumb. Why does my brain work like this? It's wildly inconvenient. Yes, I have to do this. My OCD demands it. Shut up. What? Oh wait! Not again. It keeps getting stuck right there. Whenever I'm messing about in these chests, they get stuck. I'll have to restart my computer. It's gonna keep lagging if I don't. Yeah, maybe I just shouldn't stream PC games. Because of this very issue. Oh, even when I'm not streaming, this game has started really causing issues.
Hey there!
I should make more fruitcake. Okay, you know what? F it. I don't care. So many people are going, oh no, what is she doing? I'm doing the one thing I've been telling myself not to do because of the quests. Well, I'm going to go do it, like an idiot. And here comes the hesitation again, because this is going to cause so much chaos with quests. Okay, me, if you like your sanity, just don't do it. Yeah, I need to not do it. I have to resist the urge. No matter how much I want stuff from the other biomes, I need to not do it. It's going to cause me so much stress with the quests. I mean, the quests are nuts. Look at this. All of these are open. And all of these will open when I unlock more biomes. And not to mention, a lot of these guys are going to give me quests that will unlock a new character who will also give me more quests. It'd be like I'm playing the first Witcher game again and I have so many side quests that overwhelms me. Yes, that happened. Ugh. You know, I think I'm gonna have to take a very long, hard think of whether or not I should keep streaming this, as well as I need to give myself time to wait until I'm actually in the mood to stream. And if I am, I need to make sure the game I'm playing is what I want to play. I think when I end stream here, I'm probably going to go back to crocheting something. Gonna look up marketing again. And I'm probably going to try to make a better video for my jewelry and crocheted stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I'm calling it. I'll see you all in the next stream, hopefully soon. And again, I'm gonna edit out all the crap from earlier. That does not need to go on YouTube. Yeah, it does need to go on YouTube.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Sorry, Elsa, no. Okay, I'm going. I hope you enjoyed what little I did here. And for some reason, my lower left arm beneath my elbow hurts. What in the world? Maybe it's good I stopped streaming anyway. I'll see you all whenever I can, yeah? Wishing you well and happy.